Today's topic is order of operations. The essential question is, what is the correct order for performing mathematical operations? What is the correct order for performing mathematical operations? Order of operations is sometimes known as PEMDAS. PEMDAS. Use this order when evaluating expressions. The P stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M, multiplication. D, division. A, addition. And S, subtraction. You might know this as, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. This is just a way that people remember the order of operations. This phrase, the PEMDAS. On a side note, if it comes down to these four, you want to go from left to right. And we'll see that later on in an example. So let's get started and do some examples. Example 1. Parentheses 20 minus 4 divided by 2. If we follow the order of operations, the first letter P is parentheses. So that means we're going to simplify what's inside the parentheses. 20 minus 4 is 16. So we now have 16 divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So we have our final answer. Example 2. 1 plus 8 squared. So again, I'm going to reference my PEMDAS. P is parentheses. I don't have any, so I move on. E is exponents. I do have an exponent. I have 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. Remember the saying, I ate and I got sick on the floor. 8 squared equals 64. So now I have 1 plus 64, which gives me my answer of 65. Example 3. We have 3 times 4 minus 6. Again, P parentheses, there are none. E exponents, there are none. Next is M multiplication. I do have that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that first. 3 times 4 is 12. So I have 12 minus 6, and 12 minus 6 is 6. Example 4. 13 plus 40 divided by 10. Going through my steps, I have plus and I have divide. The first thing that I need to do, according to PEMDAS, is divide. So 40 divided by 10 is 4. So I'm left with 13 plus 4, which gives me my final answer of 17. Two more examples. Example 5. We have 5 times 6 minus the quantity of 7 minus 4. Notice I said the quantity of, that's how you describe parentheses. Instead of us saying the parentheses 7 minus 4, in math we say the quantity of 7 minus 4. So again, this is 5 times 6 minus the quantity of 7 minus 4. Following our PEMDAS, the first thing I need to do is the parentheses. So I'm going to have 5 times 6 minus 3, because 7 minus 4 is 3. Next I have to do multiplication. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 minus 3 is what I have, which gives me my final answer of 27. Final example, number 6. 9 minus 1 minus the quantity of 16 minus 4 divided by 3. Inside the parentheses, we have 16 minus 4, so we're left with 9 minus 1 minus 12 divided by 3. I have subtraction, subtraction, division. The division gets done first, so I have 9 minus 1 minus 4, because 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now I have two minuses, two subtraction symbols. This is where we talked about our note. Go from left to right. So I'm going to go in this order. So 9 minus 1 is 8. And then 8 minus 4 gives me my final answer of 4. Another side note that I wanted to tell you is that you will have use of a calculator for exams and in class if you'd like to check your work. It's always a good idea to double check your work. Check your work on exams. Okay, you might be wondering what this left-hand column is that says questions. These are meant to help you study. So, for instance, something that you'll need to be able to answer to do well on the exams is you'll need to be able to evaluate, which means simplify, or what we did with all the examples 1 through 6. 3 times 4 squared divided by 2 minus 7. So you would have to be able to solve that problem, and that's how you know you have mastered the order of operations. The summary section basically answers the essential question. So the essential question was, what is the correct order for performing mathematical operations? Your summary would be that you can use PEMDAS in your own words. Thank you, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.